Howdy everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome to the Ice House, where we try to keep things cool, calm, collected, and a little bit chill. Well, today I want to talk about something that's maybe a little heartwarming or soul-warming, like comfort food or just to enjoy something, the simple novelties in life that really help us get through stuff, right? Because, today I want to talk about a popular fad that's been going on this year that I really didn't care about, or I thought I didn't care about, until, like anything happens, you say something silly and unnecessary, and you don't want to invest in it, and finally they put out something that catches your attention. That's right, I'm talking about the thing that probably won't save movie theaters, but it's kind of fun, and these cool collectible things called popcorn buckets, right? I mean, never would I ever thought that people would be going to the movie theater maybe to watch a movie, or maybe just to buy a bunch of collectible popcorn buckets so they can sell them on eBay, right? Never would I thought that that would be a reason to get people in the seats, or paying the theater money, right? And, I like I said, I hadn't really been to the theater until recently, since Free Guy was in the movie theaters several years ago, and ironically that was a Ryan Reynolds movie, and the next movie to get me back in the theater was Deadpool and Wolverine. And while it wasn't the very first popcorn bucket to hit the market this year, and it wasn't the first big movie to hit the movie theater this year, probably the biggest at this point though, I wanted to go because, I was curious to see how they were going to do it, and it looked fun. And it was fun, right? But by the time I got to the theater, which was a few days after it had released, they didn't have any more popcorn buckets because, that had been leaked for, I want to say, weeks or months before the actual movie came out. So, I know there was an issue with employees taking a whole bunch home and selling it on eBay and probably getting written up for it, right? But I was there to see the movie, right? Because Ryan Reynolds gets Punkwaddle into seats. You can quote me on that. Because it's true, right? I didn't go see If, but still accurate. But you know what? Last week, I was talking about, this video game franchise that, all the stuff that's come out in the last week, just about the making of the Borderlands movie, and the drama, and the studio head saying things on Twitter like, it's their fault if the movie fails. It won't affect our franchise. How's that working out for you? Because I'm starting to think that Borderlands 4 might be dead on arrival, but I hope not. But we'll see, right? But the thing that got me to the theater this time, ironically so, was the popcorn bucket. Because, I actually hadn't heard about the popcorn bucket for Borderlands, this cool little claptrap with a posable arms. He's got the little antenna and arm flaps that you can assemble later. So he's actually a pretty well painted, pretty well articulate of a figurine that also serves as a popcorn bucket. I didn't put any popcorn in him because I didn't want to have to wash it out. And also, he's about my size, and kind of the perfect size that if this whole franchise goes belly up, I will have something to, keep all the ashes in and commemorate on the mantle. Just kidding. I'm not going to burn my physical media because that's what they want you to do so they can rewrite it later, right? And without sounding any more like a conspiracy theorist, I'll say that I did actually kind of want to see the movie because after hearing so many bad reviews of it, because some of that stuff came out even after I had made my video last week, And thank you all for showing up who don't even care about Borderlands, but are here to support me. I really appreciate you guys. And I'm not really going to do a review on the movie because there's people who've done really good videos about it, talking about the drama, talking about between like the studio and the game CEO and all that stuff. It's kind of terrible. You know, the characters seem self-aware and didn't even want to be in the movie. The actors might have been wanting to be there and get paid, but the direction and the characters, like, they showed so much disdain in the film for their source material. It's actually pretty atrocious. And side note, when the steel boxes go on sale because nobody wants to buy them, I kind of want to buy one too, just to, well, remember that this happened, right? Because if we let this terrible adaptation go down in history and be lost forever, well, history's doomed to repeat itself. That's right. Even the terrible stuff needs to be documented. So I am kind of like an internet troll, right? Anyway, so like I said, the popcorn bucket is what got me actually really excited about going to the theater early enough to get one. Because with all the bad reviews that showed up last week, that I really hadn't heard about the popcorn bucket. Not like the Wolverine one, because like I wasn't really bent on getting the Wolverine one, but I know that if I had, I might have tried to mock it up to me, you know, make a Punkwaddle mask, you know, kind of like how Fortnite has their Peelverine, which I did go and get my free, well, I got credit for my free Peelverine backpack by going to the D23 event thing in-game, which, let's face it, I don't think anybody's actually shocked that Disney is pouring all this money into Epic and then gonna put more of their own characters and their own skins into Fortnite to try and make money off, maybe make some money back. And we'll see how that goes, because throwing all that money into something and then, you know, trying to steer it or crash it like they're good at, we'll just see what happens, right? That's not the point of my channel, but we can see the writing on the wall. So yeah, I don't recommend the Borderlands movie to anybody unless you want to see, if you like B- or worse, just generic sci-fi that could have actually been something, but they paid a lot of attention to the sets and detail and some of the design, although the costuming kind of seemed cheap at times. Like, this is a great movie to just wonder in awe that it was made and that they put that much money into it, right? That's all I'm gonna say about that. But as far as the popcorn bucket whole thing, I don't know how long this fad's gonna go, right? It's really interesting and it's a fun gimmick, and like I said, I think the Borderlands one, the Claptrap, which, like I said, because of all the bad reviews, I didn't know existed until the day before, or the day the movie came out. But, you know, we've got the one for, well, this week is the Alien head, and there's a few Alien popcorn buckets that, once again, I'm starting to see that it's getting so-so reviews, right? So we'll find out how more that is by the time this video actually releases. But once again, is it the popcorn buckets that's gonna get people into seats, or are they gonna be like me and go to the movie theater the day the movie comes out, buy the popcorn bucket, and then decide later that they might show up for a matinee later in the week, right? When it's cheaper and they've got the time. I guess we'll find out. So, I think it's interesting, and there's definitely a conversation about how toys and collectors are really made for 30 plus somethings, right? Because, well, I remember being on a panel with Pacific 414 and Baron Armentog and a few guys like 2 years ago about why aren't toys being marketed to kids anymore. But then, as somebody said, the kids are so busy with their, well, heads in their phones or on screens or playing Fortnite trying to get the next neat cosmetic that, maybe that Cybertruck, which apparently somebody's bitter about the car season and think people should be bullied for, driving a Tesla in-game that they got for free and earned, which is, well, pretty bad if, gamers and gaming's always been for everybody and everybody's accepted and all that stuff. Once again, go check out that parkplace.com. They've got some great coverage on that. But as for me, I think, I don't know. I think kids maybe should be encouraged to pick up a toy, use their own imagination, and, well, figure out how to think for themselves instead of being so caught up in all the cycle and all the news feeds and all the dopamine that they maybe never were taught to really think for themselves, even if they thought they did. But I'm a punk. I do what I want. And I was born in the 80s, so I had time to process and play with sticks outside, right? Well, I guess that's all I have for today. I really do like collecting games and toys and physical media because, well, it's what I like. And I hope that you guys are out there doing what you like, collecting what you like, and having fun with it, because I don't know how else to live life or enjoy life or feel like it has a purpose. So, I guess let me know what you think. Either the movie or this popcorn bucket fad, or, I don't know, collector's items for kids. Just put it down in the comments below, and, well, we will see you next time. Oh yeah, and, the whole like, subscribe, share, if you think this is fun content, because I think it is, so. Alright, till next time, we'll see you later. Bye!